Arran, we sit here at the end of a season for the Under-18's where on the outside of it, results may have not seen the best. They definitely progressed towards the end of the season though, but the players, it's a hell of a learning curve for them.
Yeah, so I mean, you kind of look at it in two different ways. In terms of the FA Youth Cup, we kind of equalled our best ever run in that competition to get to the fourth round. So that was a great experience, and also some positive results. In the league, the boys haven't fared quite as well, and it's been a tough season in terms of results in that sense. Obviously, the most important thing for players is developing and progressing, and the whole purpose of the academy is to try and develop players for the professional game. So the fact that we've had 4 boys from the second year group been offered professional contracts is huge. I feel like all of the boys in all 10 of those second years have progressed this year and have definitely in a better place than when they started their scholarship. So again, that's positive. I think though also as an academy we are also trying to develop a winning mentality and a winning culture. So it's never going to be at the detriment of development. Development has to come first, and that will always be the case. On top of that, I think we need to ensure that results also go with that. So next year, I mean, our target this year was to finish in the top 6 of an 18-team league, while still giving opportunities to some of the younger players and still playing the Exeter way that we believe in. So I think we've given a lot of opportunities. We've developed the players and played in the Exeter identity, but the results haven't quite come. So that's something that we'll be looking to improve next year, is trying to get all three things. So the boys are coming through, they're progressing, there's opportunities, but also the boys are learning that it is important to win games as well. Obviously the next step for them is pretty much first team football, whether that's with this football club or on a loan. So at that point it matters, managers are looking for results and performances, and league tables start to matter a bit more. So that's the balance we need to try and to look for next season.
Like you said there, 4 lads have been offered professional contracts. Some of them will be well known to the supporters, like Jake Richards. Others maybe not so much. Can you just talk to us a little bit about those, please?
Yeah, so Jake's obviously a player that's been in the first team. I think he's played 20 games this season, 12 last season. So, to play 32 games by the end of a scholarship in the first team is a fantastic achievement from Jake, and also great that the club are providing those opportunities as well. So he's fully deserved those opportunities, and he's shown what a good player he is. But fantastic to see that type of opportunity for an under-18 player. Then beyond that, we've got Liam Oakes, who's probably the player that's played the second most, or be the most in the eye of the supporters. He's had a fantastic season. Was offered a contract a little bit early because of the progress and development he's made this season. So from being a really important and consistent performer in the under-21 games in the Premier League Cup, playing I think 3 or 4 times for the first team, including his obviously coming on later on Saturday to make his first team debut in the league, which was brilliant, and also had a really successful loan with Plymouth Parkway towards the end of the season. So yeah, Liam's had a brilliant season and fully deserved. And then the 2 other boys that have been offered a pro contract, we've got George Burch, who's had quite a few injuries this season, but has shown a lot of ability, a lot of talent, great mindset to bounce back from some setbacks with injuries, and is really impressed in the opportunities that he has had, whether that's with the academy staff or the first team staff. So when they've seen him, they've been really impressed with some of the creativity, some of the technical skills, and his football intelligence. So George is the third. And then finally we have Kieran Wilson, who is, again, he's massive. I think he's around 6'4". He's really quick. He's one of the quickest players that we've had come through the academy in his testing, and he's developed a lot of his time before coming to the academy and during his time with us as a winger. But we see his potential more as a central forward, like as a number 9. So for the last, I'd say 3 or 4 months, he's been really trying to hone his understanding and skills as a centre forward, and shown a lot of development in that time. He's scored some really good goals and can be a real threat. So we're really hoping that Kieran can continue to develop and understand that position and use the qualities that he's got.
And Jack Cavendish, who is a second-year scholar, he's been offered an extension to his scholarship as well. Yeah,
Jack has been so unfortunate with injury. So just before he started his scholarship, he did his ACL, worked incredibly hard to get himself back fit and playing and doing well in the under-18s. He's had another bit of an injury setback, so we're going to support him with getting himself back fit for that, and help him develop next season as a third-year scholar. Jack is also fantastic character, fantastic person, so for him to be around a group of scholars is going to be a brilliant influence on them as well, alongside obviously the staff. So we're looking forward to seeing how Jack comes back from his injury and then progresses next season as well.
And I guess the toughest part of this time of the season is saying goodbye, and especially there's some of these players that will be leaving the club this summer who have been with us for many, many years. Can you just talk us through a few of those, please?
Yeah, it is the worst part. The worst part of the job is having to have those conversations with fantastic lads. You know, that we, as we always say, a massive part of this football club is trying to help develop and support really good young men off the pitch, and that is something that continues to bear fruit. So the current second years that unfortunately haven't quite made that step, fantastic group of lads, all good quality football players as well. And I think some of them potentially, if we were still in League Two, may well have been in a slightly different position. The standard and the level required now to be in a competitive League One team, it becomes harder to earn that contract. So a couple have been a little bit unfortunate with that. A couple unfortunate with injuries that have set them back, but all 5 of them have done everything they can. They've applied themselves fantastically well, and I'm excited to see where they end up. So we'll be doing our best to try and support them with next moves in terms of football, and also I know that 2 or 3 of them have also got some really good next career paths away from football lined up as well. So yeah, they've with all the boys, Dylan, Dan, Santino, Theo, Kai, every single one of them can be proud of what they've done, and we're proud of the part we've played in their journey. And like I said, we'll do what we can to support them, and also really excited to see where they go next.
Thank you very much.
No worries.